Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. So, how are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good to hear. So, are you ready for tonight's lesson?
Okay.
Okay, very good. So, here, as you can see on my screen, we have here issue number 11, and that is entitled Sending Woman into Combat. So, this time I want you to read all of this.
Okay. I read it. Okay. How
Okay.
how do you feel about sending women to combat? I'm I'm a woman who will be going through army basic training in a few months. I think it would be foolish of me to say that I want to go into the battle, but I think it's totally unfair to include include women to combat duty when it's handled or it as well as men. Women should be accepted to do the same work as men in the military and in wartime. When are the people going to realize that women are viable source to national defense? Canadian law has been received revised. Now women are allowed to serve in all military portions except of submarines. In the Canadian Armed Force, there are plenty to men out there who would gladly to give up the combat portion to women, and plenty of women who will jump the chase to provide themselves in the battle.
Okay, very good. So, these are the title, Sending Women into Combat. So, let's start here for the comprehension checkup. So, the question for number one, is the writer eager to go into combat? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It
Okay.
will be training in few months.
All right, I see. Thank you so much. How about for question number two? What does she think about keeping women out of battle?
It's um in it I think she think it would be foolish to her to say that her want to go to battle. But I think totally unfair and good women for the duty and they handle as well as men.
Okay.
And I think the woman can be going to battle like a man.
Oh, I see. All right, that's good. Thank you so much for your answer. Let's proceed now for the question number three. Do people realize women are important to their defense? Yes or no?
If the Canadian Army force protect too much men
Mhm.
and doesn't have men, and we see it is women is succeed.
Okay, I see. All right, next, how about question number four? Can Canadian women serve in all military positions? Yes or no?
No,
Okay.
it's all but only elite submarines. The I think it's in the war. It's in the warfare.
Mhm.
It's naval. It's for now
All right, I
naval
see. Okay,
naval
very
or
good.
Canadian naval.
Yes, that's
It's
correct. Very good.
submarine.
Mm-hmm.
The submarine
All right, thank you so much. So now let's proceed for the question here. We have what do you think? Question number 1. What do you think of sending women into combat? Again, what do you think of sending women into combat? Mhm.
I think it's oh,
Yes.
I very agree because if it have a war,
Mhm.
if it have a war, it have war is maybe have unite about women and men. It's going have a gun and go to the battle, save your country. And I
Okay.
think it's very normal.
Mhm.
I'm I'm man, but I think the woman as a woman can go very normal.
Mhm.
Normal.
All right. Thank you so much for your answers. Now let's proceed for the question number 2. If you were a woman soldier, would you be willing to go into combat? Again, if you were a woman soldier, would you be willing to go into combat? Yes or no?
Yes, I very want to go to combat, but
Mhm.
if it is save the country, going to peace in another country, not attack. I will go at
All right.
I will go Islamists, and I very want to go to soldier to save the peace and save my country, save my capital, save my land.
Yeah, that's good. All right, very good. Next, let's proceed for the question number 4. If your wife insisted on going into battlefield duty, what would you do? Again, if your wife insisted on going into battlefield duty, what would you do?
Insisted is don't go to the is insisted is don't go to the army. It
Mm-hmm.
is
Yes.
if I say hey Melanie, you you can die about the hero
Mm-hmm.
into the you can die about hero in this. You need
All
to
right.
go to
Okay.
see if you don't go to the battle. You
Mm-hmm.
can think my capital will be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you and all Vietnamese people maybe going enslave. You think it, but me, I will go. I will go to the army.
Okay,
Hey,
I see.
let's go to
Okay, so that's
army.
your okay. So that's your answer. Thank you so much. For number 5 question also, do you think female casualties would affect army morale differently than male losses? Yes or no?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think the female who is saying the female if the male lose the female can go and maybe it's good because I very scared woman and it's that reason. If the woman go to battlefield, it go to to the it go to the another side of
Mm-hmm.
of, of the an opposite army and go, hey,
Mm-hmm.
where's your money? Give me, or you die. and
Okay.
and we can push up also, and we can push up woman, baby,
Mm,
woman. There.
okay. All right.
Woman
Thank
is
you so
very good.
much. Okay, that's good.
Oh gosh.
All right.
In
Next, let's
Vietnam,
proceed.
have a rain.
Yes.
In Vietnam have a rain. If
Mm-hmm.
my internet lagging, if my internet lagging, it's just okay.
Okay.
In Vietnam, it's have a storm. My impulsive woman no belong alongside men and combat. But on second look, perhaps have a woman place in where she wants to be. Perhaps when 18 years old girl coming, we will wonder why it is acceptable to 18 years old boy to come home that way.
How about for
I,
number
I,
two?
wait. I
Okay.
think of more. If the war, if the peace will be destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
uh, under under 18 years old can go. It can go about minigun minigun to hunt the aircraft, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe go to in the jungle to destroy the army. Oh, in Vietnam, if we have another country to attack Vietnam, it will be that.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. And then let's proceed now for opinion sample number two. Can you please read?
Society has so many chance step liberating to present generation to gender slot. Let us not take a step backward. Although I will not choose the back combat role for myself. I will fight for my daughter right to have the have free.
Okay.
Nobody dropped me. A
Mm-hmm.
volunteer. I've been trailed for M16. Yeah, AK-47. Maybe good then. Well, M16 shot,
Mm-hmm.
but the bullet it can't shot too much. And the American soldier in Vietnam wars
Mm-hmm.
have a many funny craft the gun. It is we have we have M16, but one
Mm-hmm.
liberation South Vietnamese soldier. It is not a because it's longer. And I would say M16 is loser for AK 47.
All right. Thank you so much. And then how
Uh,
about for number three?
Nobody dragged me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trained to M16 and have achieved an excellent rating. If the law doesn't allow me to go into combat, it means that I don't have the right to fight and die for country I love.
Okay.
It's conscripted.
Okay. So those are the opinion samples for one, two, three. Next, we can now proceed for issue number 12, and that is the title about whose responsibility. So this time, I want you to read the following paragraphs inside the box.
Oh, okay. But
Okay.
I don't know responsibility is. What is responsibility?
Okay. So let us
What is
first define. All right. So
What
I'll be
is
showing to you what is the meaning of responsibility. Okay. So one moment, please. Okay. So I will let you read what is the definition of responsibility. Okay. So while searching here, I will give you some examples. For example, like you as a student, so you must be responsible for you being a student and how you're going to study very well or study very hard. So that is an example of responsibility, being responsible. Okay. So I will be,
it must be half in 1% or maybe not. It is.
it is the role of a person. Okay,
What?
this is the meaning of the word responsibility. So by the way, can you see my
What?
screen? Can you see my screen?
Responsibility?
Yes, can you
No,
see it?
I can't see it.
How about this one?
No, I can't see it. The storm. So storm is too hard in Vietnam. Okay, I can see it.
Okay.
Um, is a state of fact and having duty to deal with something, uh, or of having control over someone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's the meaning of responsibility. Okay.
Okay, maybe a true leader can take trách nhiệm. Okay, I know it in Vietnamese. I already
Okay.
know it.
All right, very
Okay.
good. That's good. And then let's go back for our lesson. So here, all right, so can you read now all of this? Are you ready to read all of this? Hello? Yes?
And eight,
Mm.
it, eight of his friend to a baseball game of his 10th birthday. We packed for the left side of the one-way street. One of the young passengers to open the front door without locking. An oncoming car hit the door was half open. The boy leg was caught in the water and pushed too badly. The few minutes we talked it was broken. My wife, who is a nurse, concluded that leg was not broken, and so often the opinion to going home the child choose who to go to gate. He spent the night at our home. The next morning was walking normally and no medical bills. The result from this accident. Our insurance and company paid $1,030 in inclined to damage both vehicles because the accident will be paid out pocket of a 20 and $250 the table as a charge of $1,200 and at the premium to the 3 years. As a driver, I feel some responsibility for not using a warning for the young passenger, but I also believe it's not unreasonable to accept the tense caution on his own. After discussing the incident with several friends, all agreed that parents of child should share the least of the cost. More felt that 50-50 is split to be fair. The two father, however, indicate that friends anonymously they conclude since the child was in custody, the total responsibility should be mine, and it should not be expended to pay anything. To us, the issue to the fairness, not liability.
Liability.
Oh,
Okay. So this is titled Whose Responsibility? So now let's proceed for comprehension check up and then question number 1. Can you read the question number 1?
what did the man who won his son at 10 have is his 10th birthday? Is
Okay.
have an accident. Is have an accident.
Okay, I see. Very good. How about question number 2? Can you please read?
Okay. The child has been broken in the leg.
Okay. So what's your answer for that?
Can you go up? Can you go up?
Okay, it's okay. All right. Oh, one moment. All right, this one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is maybe okay here.
Okay.
Is a nurse.
Mhm.
It's a
Okay, it's a
nurse.
nurse. Okay, very good. How about question number 2? What happened after they had parked?
No, we already have a 3.
Yes?
4. After accident
Mhm.
is after accident. Did boy come home?
Mhm. And
There's no. Oh, it's yes. It's yes. It's yes.
okay. All right, very good. How about for question number 3? What is his wife's job?
No, we already number 4, and here
Okay.
is number 5.
All right, so let's proceed for number 5. Okay.
Was
So,
boiling the next
mhm,
morning.
okay. So what's your answer for number 5?
Um, go up,
Okay, go up.
go up.
All right. And let you see here this one.
In the next morning,
Mhm.
was walking normally, and no medical bills result for this accident.
Okay. So very good. How about question number 6?
6
Mhm.
is no bill. Is no have bill.
Okay, no bills. Very good. How
Don't
about,
have bill.
okay, how about question number 7? This one. Can you read the question number 7?
Is how did match the insurance company pay the match to the trust? Wait a minute. I
Okay.
is 10 is made 1,200.
Okay.
But I think it's 200, 1,200
Okay. Very good.
dollars.
Okay. Good job. That's correct. Then how about question number 8? How much is the man going to pay in the wake of the accident? So how much?
Is
It's
1,000. One way because they will have to
okay.
pay out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how about
Hey,
for yes? Thank you so much. How about question number 9? Why does he feel some responsibility? Why
wait,
this?
because
Mm-hmm.
it, because it have a crash in the his
Okay.
birthday.
All right. Thank you so much. Good job. How about for question number 10? Does he think a 10-year-old is too young to exercise some caution on his own? So what do you think for that question?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think in the Western the
Mm-hmm.
country like this. I think it's just learned how to go the how to caution
Okay.
the exercise
See? All right. Very good.
the accident. But I think
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't remember
All right.
the
Thank you so much.
storm and the storm and to rain is
Mm-hmm.
too loud. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Is
Yes.
11. And
Okay.
what
11.
what do he and his friend talk about cost sharing? Cost
Mm-hmm.
sharing. Is and talk about sharing half for
Mm-hmm.
his and half for the family of the child who crashed, who's who have a crash.
Okay, I see. Very good. How about for question number 12? Can you please read and answer?
Why does the child father think he doesn't have to share the cost with?
Mm-hmm.
Go up.
Okay.
I think the dad, the dad,
Mm-hmm.
but the child, the child father essay indicate that his friend anonymously conclude that since child was in my custody, the total responsibility should be mine, and he should not be expected to pay anything.
Okay. All right. That's good. Very good. How about for, I think those are the comprehension check up for the following questions. We have only 1 to 12. And the next one, we have, what do you think? So number 1, do you think the writer should cover all the cost of the accident, or should the child's parents share?
Hey, I think is maybe 70%
Mm-hmm.
70% for his for the accident because it's
Okay.
crashed. It's
Yeah.
crashed.
All right. That's correct.
But
Thank you so
I
much.
think
Mm-hmm.
the 30, the 30, the 35 is about
Yes.
how the family
Mm-hmm.
who the father and mother family who don't teach the child correct and used to be the crash
Oh,
the
I see.
accident done.
All right. Thank you so much. Very good. How about for question number two? If you were the child's parents, would you volunteer to share the cost? Yes or no?
I think I won't. I
Mm-hmm.
won't. But
Okay.
I maybe have a debate to have
Mm-hmm.
to have at least the I think we share 50-50. If we
Okay.
have a if I have a money to have
Mm-hmm.
have my leg for my child have it. It's good.
Okay. All right. I see. Thank you so much. How about question number three? If you were the driver, would you ask for the cost to be shared?
I
Yes.
asked that
Mm-hmm.
be 75 or 80 because
Mm-hmm.
it's also have wrong. Is I have much wrong than it.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it have wrong because don't
Yes.
teach the children correctly
Mm-hmm.
and it have the crash and accident. And see,
Yes.
I just I just much. But if it have if it have 100% to me, I
Mm-hmm.
will be going to have I will be going to have a lawyer to debate
Oh,
for them.
oh, I
I
see.
accept I accept it at 75% or
Mm-hmm.
80% because it also have wrong. Don't
Mm-hmm.
teach the
Yeah.
children correct. But hey, it's he over 10 years old and he don't
Yes.
know
Mm.
to have a caution to that. It's too
Yes.
much. It's too much late, and we have the crash and the accident go there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But
All
hey,
right.
I
Mm-hmm.
have more. I have more wrong. But hey, it's also half wrong.
Okay.
And I think is the good the best solution.
Yeah, that's correct. Your answers are correct. Very good. So, good job for tonight's lesson or our class. So, I think that's all for tonight because we don't have enough time. And see you again. See you next time. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.